everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be the first video in my brand new series, and the series title is To Buy or Not to Buy? That is the question. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. What this series To Buy or Not to Buy is all about, I'm going to be giving you first impressions / reviews of products that I've just purchased, whether they be overhyped products, are hot on the market right now, or products that I've been longing to test out and I really want to share with you guys whether it's worth the money or not. There's so many different collections that are coming about that I want to purchase for you guys to just let you know whether it's worth your money and you should buy it, or whether it's not worth your money and you should not buy it and skip it and save your money for something else. Yeah, that's just what this series is going to be all about, and I hope you guys like it. It's going to be very sporadic. It's not going to be a weekly thing or a monthly thing. It's just basically when I have some products and I want to do a review for you guys, it's going to just be in this particular series. So to start off this series, I'm going to be reviewing this right here, and this is the Too Faced The Sweeter Side of Sexy makeup collection. You can purchase this off of HSN, and I will leave links down below so you can check it out. I did purchase this with my own money. This retails for $49. But the nice thing about HSN is you can do monthly payments. So for example, for me, I'm doing monthly payments of $15. If you're a person who likes to budget every month, it's a great way to be able to afford things like this. And it's not just makeup collection. For example, I know the Too Faced Peach Palette was on that website, and you could purchase that for $15 per month, which is really, really nice because it just kind of appeals to people who can't necessarily fork out $49 right then and there. This comes with 4 full-size products, which I'm going to go full in-depth review on each of the products and tell you if this is worth $49. The overall value of this particular makeup collection is about $118, so you're definitely saving when getting this product. Now we're going to talk about the packaging. I mean, I love that it looks like a chocolate bar because the main event is one of the chocolate bar palettes, and then you have the back, which obviously looks like the ingredients that you would find on a massive chocolate bar. Too Faced does a really good job when it comes to packaging. It's just so cute, so sleek, so fun, so girly. I just really, really love this. This is the packaging inside. It is just beautiful. I'm going to tell you the products that we have in here. So we have the 24-hour Shadow Insurance Eyeshadow Primer. We have the full-size Better Than Sex Volume Mascara. We have the 16-hour Wear Love Flush Blush in Justify My Love. And then the star of the show is the Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Eyeshadow Palette. There are definitely some hits, there are some misses, there are some that don't exceed the expectations that I have, and then there are some that just blew my mind away. Let's just get into each of the in-depth reviews. So I'm going to tell you the retail value of each of these products so you can kind of see the gist of them, and we're going to start off with the Shadow Insurance. So this is it right here. I'm going to do close-ups and swatches of all of these within this video so you can kind of see the true colors and the pigmentation and all of that. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance 24-hour Anti-Crease Eyeshadow Primer. I really, really love this. This is 0.35 ounces and it retails for $20. I've never tried their bases before. I've heard good things and bad things about these particular primers, and I kind of wish that I hopped on the bandwagon before this. Woo! Because this is so, so good. This is a squeezy tube, and I love the packaging. I mean, this Tiffany blue packaging is just beautiful with the gold detail. It's just gorgeous. I'm going to do a little swatch for you. When this comes out, it comes out very much like a concealer, but then when you start to blend it in, it becomes very transparent and translucent, and you can't see the pigment at all. It's a very silicone texture. If I were to compare this to the Maybelline one, the Maybelline primer you have to set with a base on top. So what I mean by that is you have to apply some sort of powder on top, whether it be a translucent powder, an eyeshadow, something to set it, because if you don't, then when you start to blend into the crease, it kind of bunches up and becomes a little muddy. Whereas this, you do not have to set it, which is really, really nice. It just takes away that extra added step. I really think that this enhances the pigmentation of the eyeshadows as well as prolongs the longevity of the eyeshadows. I will say that Tati just posted a video stating that she hated this, so some people are gonna love it, some people are not, but for me, I have worn this, I wanna say for the past 3 days, and I have really, really oily lids, and my shadows tend to crease towards the end of the day. You'll see a little bit right in here, just right in the middle of my crease. You'll see it getting really greasy and the pigment starting to separate. With this primer, I don't see that at all, which is fantastic, and I do like that it's not sticky. Once it dries, it's very, very smooth, and you don't even even feel it really. I don't even see it on my hand anymore. That's how great this is. So I definitely think that this is worth the money, and I'm glad that I now have this. One of my favorite things within this makeup collection. This is definitely a buy for sure. Next up, we are going to be talking about the infamous Better Than Sex mascara. This mascara is so overly hyped. Everyone and their mother raves about this mascara, and I've never tested it out because I was like, I don't think it's gonna live up to the hype. But let's talk about the packaging. Okay, first of all, this is a very, very heavy tube. You probably bruised someone with this. It's very, very heavy. It's got a good weight to it. The color of this is so beautiful. I love the pastel muted pink. It's just beautiful, beautiful packaging. With the mascara wand, as you're gonna see in the close-up, it's very, very interesting. It's very stiff. You can't really bend the wand, but I actually like that because you can really get into your lashes and just comb them through, and that way it's going to move through your lashes versus your lashes moving your brush, if that makes any sense. It doesn't have a scent. I mean, it has a little bit of a scent, but it's almost like Play-Doh. I know that sounds really weird, but like bread dough. I mean, it's not a bad scent, but I do notice a difference. That's all I'm wearing on my lashes today. I'm not wearing any liner or anything like that, and I really do think it gives you the appearance of false lashes, especially if you kind of massage it into the base of your lashes and then kind of work your way up. I really see a difference in my lashes, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I really do love this mascara, and I didn't tell you the price. You get 0.27 ounces, and this is $23. So this right here between the eyeshadow primer and the mascara, that's $43. This is $49 in total for 4 products. So you're getting so much bang for your buck, which is fantastic. Overall, I really, really love this mascara. I'm not going to repurchase this, and the reason being is because it isn't waterproof, so I can't put this on my lower lash line. And I did sleep in my makeup for about 20 minutes today just to take a power nap, and I did notice that on the outer rim of my lashes, I did see a bit of transfer, and I had to kind of wipe it away. I have heard that Too Faced is coming out with a waterproof version within the next couple of months, and so I'm hoping to get that for the VIB Rouge sale that's coming up very, very soon. So I definitely think this is going to be a holy grail mascara once the waterproof version comes out. I'm really interested to see if it's going to stay the same formulation, because I have never seen my eyelashes have so much volume before, and I just love this. It definitely gives you confidence and makes your eyelashes look better than ever. Next up is the blush, and this is the Love Flush Long Lasting 16-Hour Blush in Justify My Love. Let's talk about the packaging. So the packaging is super, super sleek, very, very compact. This is going to fit perfectly into your makeup bag, in your travel bag, in your carry-on luggage. It's very, very lightweight too, which is really, really nice. I mean, it's so cute that it's a little heart. That is so stinking cute with the bunnies kissing each other. I mean, they just did a wonderful job with the packaging. You receive 0.21 ounces, and this is $26. This is a Barbie doll, like bubble gum pink, and that is the pigment right there. I mean, it is super, super pigmented. You can build this up. I mean, you can build it up where it is just in your face, bam. It doesn't have a scent, which is really nice. The one thing I don't really care for is the fact that they gave you a cool tone pink in this palette when the eyeshadow palette is a warm palette. I don't understand that. I feel like they should have put like a peach or an apricot or a bronze blush. I just don't think this really goes with the eyeshadows that you have in here. It just doesn't really balance each other out, and I feel like I have to top a warmer blush on top in order for it to work. Overall, as a package, I think they should have put a different shade in here. Now, this does not last 16 hours. I've worn it for 16 hours. Yesterday, I actually wore it for 16 hours, and it definitely did fade. I didn't pack it on very much. I'm sure if you packed it on like this, it's gonna stay for 16 hours. But I did a light sweep on my cheeks because I didn't want to look like a clown. I mean, it wasn't patchy, which is nice, but it did fade. So I don't think the claim of long-lasting 16 hours, I don't think it lasts that long. You do have some pigment on your face, but it's not as strong as it once was. The 3 of these, that's $69 right there. So that over exceeds the actual amount that you're paying for this collection. So that is fantastic right there. So if I had to just purchase the 3 of these, I would gladly do that because you are saving money. I definitely think it is to buy, but I just wish that it was in a different shade. I mean, I don't have anything in my collection like this, so that's really nice because now I have a bubblegum Barbie doll cool tone pink. I never really sought out to purchase a bubblegum pink, so now I don't have to because now I have one in my collection. The pigment is beautiful. like I said, I just wish that they brought in a warmer toned blush to kind of make this collection a whole and work universally with the other eyeshadows that I'm going to be sharing with you. Now on to the star of the show. This is the Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar Palette. So this retails for $49. So basically you're paying for this and you're getting those other 3 full-size products for free, which is a steal, a major steal. If you already have this palette, but you're wanting those other things, if you want to purchase this, maybe go in with a friend who really wants this, you know, you could split it in half, pay $25 each, you get all those 3 things and they get this. I mean, that's a great steal too. This is super, super sleek, especially compared to the original one. The original one was very, very bulky. This one is very, very compact. I love that it has a magnetic closure, so it's gonna stay closed no matter what. It's tin packaging, but it has a good weight to it, so that's really, really nice. It's so cute that it looks like an actual chocolate bar. It's so precious. And so when you open it up, it has Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar right on the mirror, which is beautiful. And then we have these shadows right here. So as you can see, a lot of them are very warm toned, and then you have some pops of color, which we'll go into those, but you have like a blue and you have this like shimmery pink shade, and then you've got a lot of bronze and warm tones. There are some hits and there are some misses. Now I did some research because I was so shocked at how non-pigmented some of these shadows were, and I was just wondering, was it just me? Maybe I got a defective product? But when I did more research and watched other videos, I noticed that a lot of people were saying that they had the same issue. So I will say there are definitely 2 eyeshadows in this collection that are just major flops, major fails. And if you are getting this palette to get those eyeshadows, then you are going to be severely disappointed. First of all, let's go through each of these shadows, and I'm going to do swatches. I will say these shadows are better when you have a base underneath. I feel like the base definitely enhances the pigmentation, and you definitely need a base with these eyeshadows. You cannot put them on without a base, as they're not going to be as richly pigmented. Peanut Butter is a beautiful shadow. I think it's my favorite in the palette, and now I understand why they made a peanut butter and jelly palette and had that be the star of the show, because it is truly beautiful, and I wish that I had purchased that one instead of this one. But there are some other beautiful shades. Now, I noticed that with Cocoa Chili and some of these more frostier shadows, they did have a bit of film on top, or like a layer that you had to really dig into before you saw true pigmentation. So Cocoa Chili I've worn a lot, and as you can see now it's pigmented, but at first it was not a pigmented shadow. Now it's super, super pigmented, super, super creamy. I'm just wondering if maybe some of these have like some sort of overspray or something like that. Hot Fudge, that's another one that is a very, very pigmented shadow, but you really have to press in there in order to get the true pigment, and that one is right there. But like I said, you're gonna see swatches of all of these shadows, but the really disappointing ones were Blueberry Swirl and Pink Sugar. So Blueberry Swirl, let me show you. I have dug into this. That is a very muted blue. Like when you look at this, you think, oh, it's just gonna be this very big, popping, like in your face blue, and that's not what you get. Look at that. So that is with a base, and that's without the base. Isn't that crazy? I mean, such a massive difference. It's very, very muted, very, very sheer. I don't want to spend time packing on product and possibly having fallout. It's very disappointing. And then this shade right here, oh my gosh, Pink Sugar, basically just a glitter. You can't even see it on there. It's supposed to be a glitter topper, so rather than it being a pink on your eye, you can take the glitter and put it on top of any of the eyeshadows in this palette just to give a glittery effect. I understand that's a cool concept, but I don't really see why they would put that into the palette. I kind of wish they would put a different color in there. And I'm definitely going to keep this palette, but a lot of these are misses. I mean, there are some that obviously are good shadows. They're not great shadows. I mean, I expect more from Too Faced. I really do. When you think of Too Faced, you think bold, buttery, pigmented, easy to blend eyeshadows. When you compare this to the original, I wouldn't purchase this. If I've never purchased the original, I would think, okay, it's, you know, it's a decent palette. But comparing this to the original chocolate bar palette, this just doesn't compare. It's not as great. I will say I do like that they give you a little pamphlet, and I forgot to talk about this. They give you a little pamphlet, which you can see. It has different eyeshadow looks, so you can make milk chocolate, semi-sweet, or hot cocoa. And then on the back, it shows step by step on how to create those looks. That's really nice, especially if you've never worn eyeshadow before. It gives you a full rundown on how to create these different looks, or if you're in a makeup rut, you can get inspired by these and see if you can recreate these looks. So that's really smart of them to put that into the makeup collection. And I think Too Faced does that with all of their palettes, which is very, very nice. Do I think it is to buy or not to buy? For me personally, I think it was a good buy. In my mind, I think, okay, will I repurchase? If I will repurchase, then it is definitely a to buy. When it comes to the Shadow Insurance and the mascara, those two I would definitely rebuy. And you know, the palette, there are some great shadows in there. And the blush, like I said, I just wish that they had a warm tone blush in there and it would be a major steal. But I feel like if you already have the shadow insurance and the mascara, then it is definitely not a buy for you. Unless you've been dying to have the Semi-Sweet Chocolate palette and you've swatched it and you're okay with the mediocre pigment. Or if you've never tried any of these Too Faced products and you just want to test them out, then definitely go for it as well. But if you already have the palette, or you only like the other products, I mean, give or take, it's up to you. This one I'm just so on the fence with because I feel like it's to buy, kind of. Now I understand why he was so torn about to be or not to be, because I feel like to buy or not to buy, this one's a difficult one. I don't have a solid answer on, and I've got to be honest, because the eyeshadow palette, it didn't live up to my standards. It didn't live up to my expectations of Too Faced. But the other products were fantastic, and so if you think about it, that was a freebie. If you were just to purchase those other 3 products alone, it would over exceed the amount of the palette, so it does kind of balance each other out. The blush was good, the shadow insurance was fantastic, and the mascara is amazing, and then the palette was okay. That's where I stand on it. Let me know, is it something that you guys think that you would buy, or do you think that it is not a buy, you're gonna skip it, you wouldn't even consider purchasing this type of collection? Let me know in the comments, but that is it for this video. I hope you guys like this series. I'm pretty sure as we go along with this series, I'm gonna have more definite answers. Just this one, I was so torn because I really wanted to love this palette, and there are definitely some beautiful shadows. There are definitely some hits within this, and there are definitely some misses, but overall, I do think it is a great steal, especially if you've never tried out any of these Too Faced products, and the fact that you are getting a fantastic primer, a fantastic mascara, a great blush, and then you've got an eyeshadow palette. That is this video for the day, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like this new series that I'm going to be creating, definitely give this a thumbs up, and let me know in the comments if there are any products that you would like me to test out or review for you guys to see if it's worth the hype or if it's brand new products that you want me to test out. Let me know in the comments, but I hope you all have an amazing week, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. And this is my Disney Dooney and Burke bag. My mom got this for me many, many years ago. I just love everything about it. I mean, you can fit so much in this bag.